Pruning is more than just cutting branches. It's an ongoing dialogue between you and the living world around you. Each time you approach your fruit tree, you're not simply performing a task, you're engaging in a subtle, wordless conversation with nature itself. The act of pruning is a way to listen to your tree's needs and respond with care and intention. It's a conversation with your plant where observation and patience are just as important as the cuts you make. By taking the time to notice how your tree grows, where it stretches, where it thickens, and where it struggles, you begin to understand its unique language. With each cut, you guide your fruit tree toward health, strength, and abundance. Pruning isn't about forcing your will, but about gently steering the tree's natural energy. Every snip is a message, encouraging the tree to focus its resources on what matters most: strong branches, healthy growth, and ultimately delicious fruit. Many new gardeners hesitate, fearing harm, but with knowledge and confidence, pruning becomes a rewarding act. It's natural to worry about making mistakes, but remember, trees are resilient, and thoughtful pruning rarely causes lasting damage. In fact, it often sets the stage for a lifetime of healthy harvests. Think of your tree as a living system, directing energy toward growth, sometimes in unhelpful ways. Left unchecked, a fruit tree can become crowded, tangled, and less productive, with branches competing for sunlight and nutrients. Your role is to guide that energy, shaping the tree for better fruit and structure. By removing weak, crossing, or inward-growing branches, you help the tree channel its strength into the limbs that will bear the best fruit and withstand the test of time. Careful, deliberate cuts help the tree reach its potential, focusing energy on strong limbs and a generous crop. Over time, you'll notice your tree responding, growing more vigorous, producing larger, tastier fruit, and developing a graceful, open shape that's both beautiful and practical. This guide will demystify pruning, offering simple, practical advice anyone can follow. Whether you're tending a single tree or a whole orchard, you'll learn the essential techniques that make pruning approachable and effective. The goal: give you confidence to make those first cuts and see the positive changes in your garden. As you practice, you'll develop an eye for what your tree needs, and each season will bring new lessons and rewards. Each tree is unique, and with each season, you'll learn more about its habits and needs. Spring brings a flush of new growth, summer reveals the fruits of your labor, autumn is a time for reflection, and winter offers the perfect moment for thoughtful pruning. Don't strive for perfection, aim for improvement, reading your tree's structure and growth patterns. Over time, you'll become attuned to the subtle cues your tree offers, and your confidence will grow with every season. This gentle guidance is the heart of successful gardening, turning your backyard into a productive orchard. With patience, observation, and a willingness to learn, you'll discover that pruning is not just a chore, but a deeply rewarding partnership with nature, one that brings beauty, bounty, and joy to your garden year after year. Timing is everything in pruning fruit trees. The most important rule: prune when the tree is dormant, usually in winter after leaves have fallen and before buds swell in spring. Pruning during dormancy exposes the tree's structure, making it easier to spot problems and make precise cuts. Dormant pruning is less stressful for the tree, allowing wounds to heal as growth resumes in spring. Avoid pruning during active growth. This diverts energy from fruit and healing. In most British climates, late January to early March is ideal. Wait until the coldest weather has passed, but finish before sap rises and buds break. This timing encourages vigorous, healthy growth exactly where you want it. The dormant season is nature's pause, a quiet interlude in the orchard's yearly rhythm. As winter settles in, fruit trees enter a state of deep rest, their energy drawn inward, away from the cold and biting winds. This period of dormancy is not just a time of inactivity, but a vital phase in the tree's life cycle, allowing it to recover from the demands of the previous growing season. During this time, trees conserve energy and withstand winter's harsh conditions. The cold air slows their metabolism, helping them store up reserves for the burst of growth that will come with spring. With leaves gone, the tree's true form is revealed. You can clearly assess the structure, spotting crossing branches, weak limbs, and areas that need attention. This clarity makes winter the perfect time to make smart pruning decisions that will shape the tree for years to come. Pruning now concentrates the tree's stored energy into fewer buds, resulting in stronger, healthier spring growth. Each cut you make directs the tree's resources to the branches and buds that remain, encouraging robust blossoms and fruit. Winter pruning also reduces the risk of disease. Most pathogens and pests are dormant or inactive in cold, dry air, so fresh cuts are less likely to become infected. This means your tree can heal in peace, without the threat of fungal spores or insects. Cuts made now have time to heal before disease pressure returns in spring. The tree's natural defenses can seal wounds gradually, preparing it for the challenges of the growing season ahead. For best results, choose a mild, dry, late winter day for pruning. Avoid extreme cold, which can make wood brittle and prone to splitting. Working in gentle weather protects both you and the tree. Clean cuts heal best when not exposed to rain or freezing temperatures. Moisture can invite disease, while freezing can damage delicate tissues. Wait for a stretch of dry weather to give your tree the best start. Respecting the tree's natural cycle sets the stage for healthy, productive growth. By working with the rhythms of nature, you help your trees thrive, ensuring a bountiful harvest in the months to come. Pruning during rest is a true partnership between gardener and garden. Your careful attention now is an investment in the tree's future, guiding its shape and strength. Your timing now shapes the season ahead, setting your orchard on the path to renewal and abundance as winter gives way to spring. While winter is best for pruning, autumn is the worst. Pruning after harvest can trigger new, tender growth that's vulnerable to frost and likely to die back. This wastes the tree's energy and can lead to more dead wood and disease. Autumn's damp conditions also increase the risk of fungal infections entering fresh cuts. The tree's defenses are slowing as it enters dormancy, making it less able to fight infection. The rule is simple: put away your tools after harvest. Let the tree enter dormancy naturally. Wait for winter's cold before shaping and tidying. Patience now protects your tree for the future. The main reason to prune is to get more and better fruit. Unpruned trees often produce erratic crops, exhausting themselves one year and underperforming the next. Pruning balances energy between growth and fruit, ensuring consistent harvests. Thinning branches means fewer but larger and tastier fruits. More sunlight reaches the fruit, improving color and sweetness. Removing old wood encourages new productive growth and healthy fruit spurs. Pruning also keeps the tree manageable, making harvest safer and easier. A well-pruned tree is more productive, accessible, and beautiful. Pruning is about guiding your tree to its best self. Pruning shapes your tree's long-term health and structure. Left unpruned, young trees develop weak, crowded branches prone to splitting. Early pruning encourages strong, wide-angled limbs that support heavy crops. The ideal shape is an open-centered vase, with scaffold branches radiating from the trunk. This lets sunlight and air reach the center, reducing disease and ripening fruit. Structural pruning is a gradual process. Select main limbs, remove competitors, and maintain an open center. Pruning also controls size, keeping the tree safe and manageable. A well-shaped tree is healthier, more productive, and a joy in the garden. Pruning is key to keeping your tree healthy and pest-free. Dense canopies trap moisture and shade, inviting fungal diseases and pests. Thinning branches improves airflow and sunlight, helping leaves and fruit dry quickly. Remove the 3 Ds: dead, diseased, and damaged wood. Cut out cankered or infected branches well into healthy tissue, disinfecting tools between cuts. Remove rubbing or broken branches to prevent wounds and further infection. This proactive sanitation pruning is your best defense against problems. An open, clean tree is more resilient and needs fewer chemical treatments. Now let's talk about how to prune your fruit tree for the best results. Pruning might seem intimidating at first, but with a few simple steps you'll be able to shape your tree, encourage healthy growth, and boost fruit production. Whether you're a beginner or have some experience, these guidelines will help you approach pruning with confidence and clarity. Start by stepping back and assessing the tree from all sides. Take a moment to look at the overall shape and structure. Notice which branches are growing inwards, which ones are crossing, and where the tree might look crowded or unbalanced. This big picture view helps you plan your cuts before you even pick up your tools. First, remove any dead, damaged, or diseased branches. These branches not only look unsightly, but they can also harbor pests and diseases that threaten the health of your tree. By clearing them away, you're giving your tree a fresh start and preventing problems before they spread. Next, open up the center of the tree by removing inward growing or crossing branches. This step is crucial because it allows sunlight and air to reach the inner canopy, reducing the risk of fungal diseases and helping fruit ripen evenly. A well-ventilated tree is a healthy tree. Eliminate water sprouts and suckers, which waste energy and sap the tree's strength. Water sprouts are those fast-growing shoots that shoot straight up from branches, while suckers grow from the base or roots. Removing them directs the tree's resources to productive branches and fruit. For thinning cuts, always remove branches at their origin, right where they join the trunk or a larger limb. Don't leave stubs behind, as these can become entry points for disease and decay. Clean, precise cuts help the tree heal quickly and maintain its natural shape. Make your cuts just outside the branch collar, which is the slightly swollen area where the branch meets the trunk. This small detail makes a big difference, as it allows the tree to seal the wound efficiently and reduces the risk of infection. For heading cuts, trim just above an outward-facing bud, and angle your cut away from the bud to encourage water runoff. This technique encourages new growth to spread outward, creating a more open and balanced canopy, and helps prevent water from collecting on the cut surface. Always use sharp, clean tools, secateurs for small branches, loppers, or a pruning saw for larger limbs. Clean tools make your work easier and reduce the risk of spreading disease from one tree to another. Take a moment to disinfect your blades between trees, especially if you've removed diseased wood. Sharp tools make clean cuts that heal fast, while blunt tools crush and tear the wood, leaving ragged wounds that are slow to heal and more vulnerable to pests and disease. Investing in quality tools and keeping them sharp is one of the best things you can do for your trees. Follow these steps: clean up, thin out, cut correctly, and prune with confidence. Take your time, step back often to check your progress, and remember that every cut should have a purpose. Pruning is as much about what you leave as what you remove. Each cut is a step toward a healthier, more productive tree. With patience and practice, you'll see your efforts rewarded with vigorous growth, abundant fruit, and a beautiful thriving tree year after year. Pruning is a skill learned over seasons. Don't be afraid to start. Remember the basics. Prune in late winter, avoid autumn, and focus on fruit, structure, and health. Begin with the obvious cuts: dead, diseased, and damaged wood. Then thin the center and remove crossing branches. Use sharp, clean tools and make precise cuts. You don't need to know everything, just begin. Each cut shapes your tree's future, and your confidence will grow with experience. See your tree as a partner, not a problem. The careful cuts you make now are an investment in future harvests. This dialogue between gardener and tree brings life and abundance from winter's quiet wood.